differentiate and accentuate my voice over the rest of the noise of this machine. Hopefully it keeps working better than the 9 did. This is a Hero 10 we're running. So far, I mean, corn picking's been okay. We went almost a month there without any action or more picking of any sort. December just got a little wet. Yeah, I spent a lot of time chasing hay there in October and then tried to harvest beans in between rains in November. And I didn't get lucky like last year. Beans were atrocious. There are no bean videos. It was, I don't know, they just suffered from the drought. Harvest was quick, no breakdowns. Yeah, I didn't, and with having the camera troubles, I didn't feel like trying to have abysmal video to edit. I tried my best to correct the sound on those. I wouldn't say I'm a tech guru, and out here in the boonies, I don't have the internet to download all these different programs. We just got Spectrum run down our road thanks to the government programs from the pandemic and world connectivity stuff. And I guess we're waiting to see what sort of deals they give us. How many arms and legs and toes and stuff we gotta pay to have fast internet out here. So far the picker's been doing well. We only saw that one chain come off in the last video, or video before, of picking. And that went pretty well. I mean, getting it back together, I had one gathering chain jump off, but I didn't notice that until I went out to pick, like today. I mean, I fixed it. I knew it jumped off by the end of last time, but it wasn't affecting me. So all this lean in this corn is from Hurricane Helene. It's leaning towards the north, and all the hurricane winds are from the south. Standing pretty well. Every once in a while there's a few I can't get, but some of that low stuff has already been nibbled on by whatever wildlife. If it's up in the air, it's fine, but if it's low, things got it. I'm picking ear corn. I don't mind snow. The best ear corn I picked was in a snowstorm. Yeah, I mean, we got 2 inches of snow or so by the time I was done. The ear corn's not affected by it, and the picker, well, it just makes everything more grippy. So that way, the husking rolls have a chance of ripping the shucks off. It's like a fresh plastic bag at the grocery store. You gotta get your fingers a little wet to separate the two leaves. And I'm going slow, trying to give the husking bed as much time as possible, and giving me some reaction time in case I gotta, like, I don't know, jump ship because a snout tries to catch a pile of mud or something sticking up. But it should be fairly smooth out here. We don't have any ruts. I just figured at some point we had to get frozen weather, so I wasn't in a hurry to run it up out here and get done, I guess. Let's see if we can claw up the hill and make the swing in. That outside tire's kind of light. Yeah, we just had a bunch of nights that were like near zero. We needed that to get it to freeze to the snow. There wasn't really much, and there wasn't much frost in the ground before the snow. Whew. Come on. That outside tire's slipping. Makes me wish I had some weight on it. Turn the elevator on. We're not quite going straight enough yet. We got an almost full wagon. This is my favorite wagon to pick into. It's short and it's wide, and I don't have to do anything to it to get it full. I can adjust the speed of the elevator and that's it. I don't have to do any raking like we saw on that other video. That was a different wagon. That one might work better with a pull type, but for this, well, this little wagon does great. So head response is slow. It goes down slow, it comes up a little quicker. I always got to be ready to stop with my hand down here on the hydro lever. There's no clutch pedal. So if there's a emergency moment, I got to be course, moisture wasn't ever a problem. But the dryness made this stuff put down roots, so when it got wet, it didn't just turn in the mud. And a lot of years, that's the trouble I have. There's plenty of water and not enough roots. Too much wind at some point, and I'll get it to lean from the mud. Oh yeah. We got a full load behind us, and we can't sink in enough with the race tires. Hopefully you can see my left foot hitting the brake. And it's the most important, that's the only brake that works. But that outside tire likes to slip.